Hello, my algebra class. I wanted to do a quick tutorial with you guys on how to find your Sadlier assignments. You should by now know how to log into your Google Classroom page. So I'm logged in as a student right now, and the student is logged into every class. So I'm going to find Miss Brunson's Algebra and click on that. And it looks like I only have one assignment posted because all the assignments are in Sadlier, so the assignment is really just a link to Sadlier so that you could click on the link and get your assignment. So once you click on that, you should have gotten your login information, and you want to use your Sadlier Math login information to get into this website. So your username and then your password. Okay, once you're logged in, it is going to bring up a screen that looks like this. You want to double check and make sure you are logged in with your name. And then you're going to have a couple different things on your home screen. This is your home screen. So here on your home screen, it's going to show all of your assignments that you have access to. This one for this student, because it's a sample student, has more than you're probably going to see on your assignment page. This box underneath is the graded assignments. So once your assignments are graded, they'll show up down here with your grade. The grades do not automatically go from here to the to the Google Classroom page. It's something we as teachers will have to do. So once we see that your assignment is turned in here, then we can put it as complete on the Google Classroom page. The other thing you'll see here is these are textbooks that you have access to if you were stuck on a problem or something and you really don't have anybody that can help you at that moment or are not able to. You can look through the different chapters of the textbooks and see if there's something in there that can help you on your assignment. Okay, so on your assignments, you'll notice that you have some that look like a textbook and some that have a green check mark here. So those are two different kinds of assignments. The ones that have the book are something that your teacher wants you to review for your assignment. So in my classes, if you have something like this, it's something I want you to have access to because you're going to be multiplying decimals in your assignment today. So I want you to look over the samples that we did. This may be a assignment that we already completed in the textbook that might jog your memory of what you did since all of your materials are here at school right now. If I ever do assign this and want you to complete it on paper or on Google Forms, I will note that in the Google Classrooms page. But usually if it's on here and it's a red book, I'm just putting it on there as a reference for you to look at so that when you do today's assignment or tomorrow's assignment, whatever the case may be, you have something here to jog your memory. Here, multiplying decimals, you have to remember how you're going to move your decimal point one space because you have one decimal space here. That's what it's explaining to you down here. And here you're going to move it 3 spaces because you have 3 decimal places here. So that would be the purpose of assigning something like that. Once you have used it, and you can still come back to it, but so that I know that you looked at it, you can mark it as viewed. And even though you marked it as viewed, you could still come back and look at it again if you're like, how am I supposed to move the decimal point? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, and you don't have to mark it as viewed a second time once it's been marked as viewed. Okay, the best way to move back and forth is this little arrow up here. It'll get brighter as you put your cursor on it. If you use the back arrow up here, it's not going to take you to the page you were on right before. It's going to take you all the way to your home page, which may not be where you want to go. Okay. So this took us to our textbook for some reason. Oh, because we were looking at the lessons in there. So let's go back to our home page and to our assignments. Another way to view your assignments is up here on the assignment box. And that'll make it a little bit bigger so it's easier for you to see exactly what it is that you have and where you're at on your assignments. You can see once you've viewed anything that you needed to view, assignments that are not started or that are in progress. So we're going to go to, let's go to one of our algebra assignments, which is chapter 9. Okay. And this is an online assignment where you are going to answer here on the computer. There are usually 10 questions. Center that a little better for you. Okay, so we did do this at the very beginning of when we got this math curriculum, but just to refresh your memory, all of these are your control buttons up here, how you are going to control the assignment. If you're kind of blind like me and it's too small, you could magnify it a little bit. If you want to work it out on pencil and paper, it's just not making sense to you on the computer, and your computer connects to a printer at home, you can print it out and it gives you plenty of room to do your work out there and then come back to the computer and put your answer in. You should always be using a scratch paper. Don't try to do this in your head, especially when it's stuff like multiplying mixed fractions. It's easy to misplace a digit and get the numbers wrong. So some of your questions, you are just going to get the answer and write the answer in the box. Some of them, like this one, which of these numbers are greater than negative 3.2? So you just, if it's greater, remember that's on the right side of the number line. Anything to the left of it is going to be less than or not greater than. So if it is not greater than, you drag it here. If it is greater than, you drag it here. So negative 4 would be to the left, negative 3.2, so drag it there. 0 would be to the right, so it's going to be greater than, and so forth, until your box here is empty and everything's in either one of these boxes. Periodically, you want to save your work. That way, you don't have to come back and answer the same question again. If you get stuck on a question and want to come back to it, you can use the arrows, or you could type in a number of the question if you remember what number the question is that you need to go to. Another way is you can review what questions you have and have not answered yet. So you want to go back to number 1, you didn't answer that one. You can do it that way as well. If you are in the middle of an assignment and you have to stop your assignment, you need to go run an errand, or you just need a break, you can hit the save and it'll give you the option to exit and save or continue and save. So if you exit, it's just going to take you out of the assignment and back to your assignment page. Okay, to submit the assignment, you would click on this orange with the 2 flags, and then it's going to give you a box to make sure that you actually want to submit the assignment right now. And if you don't have all the questions answered, it will let you know that you do not have all the questions answered. So if you thought you had all the questions answered and got this box, go back and hit review and see, oh, okay, I only answered one question, so I need to go back and do the rest. But if you've answered all questions and you're satisfied with your answers, then of course submit it. Once you submit it, you can't go back and correct things, so make sure that you don't submit it until you're ready to submit. Okay, so the message area, you could send a message to your teacher or to other classmates, I believe. Oops. You can spell their name correctly. Maybe you guys can't send it to other classmates. Just me. Well, that's good. Okay. Reciprocal. What is a reciprocal? Or what? I have Grammarly on my computer, so anytime your grammar or spelling is incorrect, it will do that. But I'm sure I would know what you meant if you just said, what is a reciprocal? Okay, so once you send that, it's going to show any messages you sent to anybody. It's going to be in your send. When I answer you, it'll be in your inbox. Right now, I haven't answered you yet. If you've started an email and haven't sent it, it'll be there. And if you have read an email and deleted it, then it will be right there. Once your assignments have been graded, you'll see them down here, and your grades will be posted down here. Grades do not automatically transfer to Google Classroom, so that's something me and Ms. Cruz will have to do. Once the assignments are complete, we could transfer your grades to Google Classroom so that they'll show there as well as completed assignments. I think that's about it for the Sadlier assignments. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you're unable to access any of your assignments, let me know. I believe all of your assignments have been posted. I'll go back and double check that, but if it looks like you're missing something, just either send me a message on here or on Google Classroom or through GradeLink, whichever, and I should be able to get it and get that fixed for you. Okay, I will say it again, use your scratch paper. Do not use guessing without checking. You know, the guess and check is a valid method, but don't just guess. Use your scratch paper, try hard. If you get a bad grade on your assignment, I think I can reassign it to you. I'm not going to know till after the due date passes, so once the due date passes, I'll check on that. So if you're wanting to do a redo, let me know. And I will hopefully be seeing you all soon here in person, if not online. And I will be in touch. Hope you guys have a great afternoon and a good rest of your week.